Alright, what is up people, it is Shakes here, and I'm here to do an unboxing and review, finally after waiting several weeks for this, of Akaranger from Himitsu Sentai Goranger, the first Sentai in Japan. So, yeah, just like Mighty Morphin is our first Power Rangers, their first Sentai is Goranger. And they finally produced an S.H.Figuarts version of Akaranger. I'm sorry for the shakiness. I'm holding this camera with one of my hands, and my hands are always shaky. So let's start with the packaging. It has Akaranger right in front, and the English version of Akaranger is not exactly spelled right. I know that they're trying to spell it right, but they didn't. It's like Bosco turned into Vosco on his S.H.Figuarts figure label. It's not right, is all I'm saying. But yeah, but anyways, there's a picture of him right there, the Goranger logo. On the side, we got S.H.Figuarts Akaranger with him in a pose. I tried to get him into that pose. It's not exact. I need to fiddle around and try to pose him in that pose, because I can't exactly get it right. So, yeah. And on the other side, again, a picture of Akaranger, and yeah, you can see, I think it was damaged during transit or something, because this is slightly bent. So on the back, we get the usual S.H.Figuarts fare with a picture of Akaranger in his pose, another picture of him right in back, the parts that he comes with, and yeah, I gotta say, this is a very well done figure, and I'm pretty sure if I watched Goranger, I would be more impressed. So yeah, now let's get to his accessories tray, because he has quite a lot. I guess, well, first let's start with his hands, like the two closed fist hands that S.H.Figuarts usually have, two open hands, two grasping hands for the gun, and then two more gripping hands, and two more gripping hands for various poses that you can get them in. So yeah, like you saw in that intro I did, it's very easy to pose them in most poses you would want to get them in. So yeah, get a belt that you can replace it on him. I think it's for flight, but I'm not exactly too sure. Then you get his gun right here, very silver. Pretty sure that it was like that in the show, otherwise they would have painted it. They're usually good about that in S.H.Figuarts, especially for Sentai. And then his gunless holster that you can put on his side if you want to pose him with the gun. Then this spiky ball, which I think was the Goranger Hurricane. I could be wrong, I have no idea what this is for. And a note, if you get this for younger people, like kids, most of these are for 15 and up, so I don't get why you would, and kids would just ruin these anyways, because these are not meant to be exactly played with. They're the ultimate action figures for like stop motion and whatever. And they're for ages 15 and up, so I don't really get why you would. Anyways, this is actually made out of a very hard plastic rather than a very flimsy plastic that most of these kinds of spiky balls are made out of. So I wouldn't recommend getting this for a kid. I would recommend getting it for someone a little bit older if you were to. Then you have his baton or staff or whatever folded up, I assume. And then you get his staff unfolded, which is actually pretty cool, and it has a decent size to it, like a Gokai Silver's Gokai spear. It's pretty nice. Okay, so yeah. So let's, focus on Akaranger right here. Sorry for the pose not looking like that. I gotta move him around and such so I can figure out how to get him into that pose. And not that I haven't tried, but yeah. But, it's very, very, like all S.H.Figuarts, it's very, very, faithful to the original suit used in the original show, and Gokaiger, and whatever else they used them in for Sentai. And I think they got the style right. Obviously, they didn't use spandex suits until, like, the 80s or 90s. Maybe the mid-80s is probably when they switched over or something like that. So, obviously, the suit is not spandex. It might be in future redesigns or remakings of the suit, but originally, I don't think it was spandex. It was most likely leather or whatever that they used back then to have the material to make this suit. And it's very, very well done. I like the sculpt. It's like they probably, for these figures, they probably scan the suits on a mannequin and then align the sculpting for 3D printing to make these. And it's very well done, I gotta say. So yeah, and I think they got the bug eyes correctly too. I don't even know what was with that bug eyes. Was that for ventilation or just so the actors could see or something? It's weird. But I do think that the overall sculpt of this design is very accurate to the show, and just very, very well done for what they can get. His helmet is very well designed. The V on his chest for 5, and 5 right there, with the 5 colors of the original Gorangers right there. The blaster holder with the blaster in it, and the other side. So yeah, and then they have these slits on the sides of their heads. I'm assuming that was for ventilation for filming when they originally used these suits. So yeah, and then on the sides of his legs, there's a 5 right there, which is pretty cool. Then on the back, because this Sentai had capes, this guy has a cape, obviously, and it doesn't, when you get this, it doesn't come pre-attached. You have to attach it to the back of this guy, and so yeah, it comes separated at first, and then you have to attach it manually. But otherwise, it's still really good. I'd give this a 10 out of 10. I think it's really, really well done. It does. I really wish that they would have. I really wish all Figuarts would that are made nowadays would use the Gokaiger. I think they were also used on the Shinkanger ones, but the Gokaiger shoulders for right here. I really wish that all S.H.Figuarts would use those, because those are really good shoulder things for the various figures. This guy uses the Goranger / MMPR, I think, shoulders or something close. Or actually, it's actually pretty closer to the Kyoryuger shoulders. Which, I'm looking at the Kyoryu Red S.H.Figuart now on my shelf, and it's definitely more closer to that. And the Hurricaneger shoulders. I think that's possible. I think that's partially why I can't get him into the pose exactly that I want him to, and because of the angle on the picture right there that they used to take a picture of him in that pose, I can't exactly see how they got the arm into that straight of a pose, and especially since the hand won't fold up anymore because of the joint restrictions and everything. But yeah, so otherwise, I think this is a great figure. a great figure art, and any fan of Goranger or even Gokaiger or even Sentai in general, I think would like this, and should definitely get it if they want a complete Sentai Figuarts collection. So yeah, my next Figuarts will most likely be Vol Eagle when he comes out in February, and look forward to that. So comment, rate, subscribe, go on my channel, my second channel, follow my Twitter, link in the description, so my Patreon if you want, links in the description of that. Also, I'll put links to my Gokaiger episode reviews in the description if you want to watch those, because obviously that's one of the reasons why I think this suit was made into an S.H. Figuart is because of Gokaiger. Brought it back into the public consciousness. And yeah, so look forward to my Vol Eagle S.H. Figuarts review when it comes out next year. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys more later.